Welcome back. After a long battle with brain cancer, Arizona Senator John McCain has died. The two-time presidential candidate and former prisoner of war carved his place in the nation's political landscape as a maverick, willing to follow his instincts, even when they ran contrary to those espoused by fellow Republicans. He will be remembered for many things, not the least of which his willingness to reach across partisan lines and forge successful compromise. A rare quality these days, wouldn't you say, Bill King?
Yeah, of course, that's the reason I loved him, was he was that kind of guy. He was the maverick. He was an independent. You know, he talked about putting Lieberman on the ticket with him when he ran for president, you know, something you can't even imagine thinking about today. And the other thing I like about McCain is I think he demonstrates that we're all capable of things that maybe we're not so proud of, but also heroic moments. I mean, there's some things in his life that we sort of look at and say, well, John, that wasn't all that great. But then he's there and they offer, he's in the POW, Hanoi Hilton, and the Vietnamese offer him the opportunity to go home because of who his father is. And he says, no, I'm not going home until all my men are released. Now, I can't imagine, after you've been tortured and lived through those terrible conditions, what kind of courage and fortitude it took to do that. And I think that we're all capable of, you know, things that are not so great, but we're also capable of great things. And that's what I really liked about it.
Jessica, I want to ask you, I mean, because actually when we covered the McCain campaign, I came to you, one of our analysts. Where will he be in the pantheon of Republicans? You know, different.
He was different. There's no question that he gave the Republican heartburn on many issues, not the least of which is, you know, the ACA Act that he voted on, which was his last vote in the Senate. But John McCain is a war hero. He's one of the, you know, leading voices in the modern day of politics. He brought an independent streak to everything that he did, and he was his own vote. He wasn't always a party vote. He was our nominee for president, and he will be remembered fondly for what he did, his service to this country.
Final word tomorrow.
John McCain was a human being who cared about his country. He was a patriot. Having character flaws doesn't mean you don't have character. What counts is what you do in the dark, not what you do in the light. May you rest in peace. To your family, our prayers go out to you.
We're going to have to leave it there. Coming